El Centro, California.
I'm Kayla Burton with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The Bills will not have Von Miller when they face the Patriots Thursday night, but the All-Pro pass rusher says his injured knee is not as bad as first feared. Miller said Tuesday he believes he can play through the pain and is targeting a return next week against the Jets. Aaron Rodgers says he got, quote, good news after medical scans were done on his injured ribs, and he plans on starting this Sunday against the Bears. The injury forced the Packers QB to leave Sunday night's loss to the Eagles in the third quarter. And fresh off an overtime walk-off touchdown run in Sunday's win over Seattle, Josh Jacobs' status for this week is now in question. NFL Network insider Tom Pelissero reports the Raiders running back suffered a calf injury and will not practice much, if at all, this week. Pelissero also reports that Eagles DB and NFL interception leader C.J. Gardner-Johnson will be out indefinitely after lacerating his kidney. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
This is Staples.
So rumor has it that Staples has everything I need to ship.
Mm-hmm. We have all the shipping supplies and services you need.
Boxes?
Yep.
Mailers?
Yeah, and we have UPS here in store.
Huh. What will Staples think of next?
Right?
No, seriously, I'm asking, what will they think of next?
Staples is your one-stop shipping destination. Now get 50% off shipping boxes, mailers, or tubes when you buy 5 of the same item in-store or online with 1-hour pickup. Staples, the best-kept secret in shipping. Ends 12/31. Exclusions apply. Visit staplesconnect.com/shipping for details.
Will they find a home? Sponsored by Geico. Jane doesn't mind an apartment with no elevator.
5 flights of stairs is 5 flights of cardio.
Bob is a little less enthusiastic about stairs.
I hate stairs.
Compromise is tough, but these two won't have to compromise when they bundle renters and car insurance with Geico. It's easy, and they could save even more. In the end, Jane and Bob found an apartment that's a 4-story walk-up. And Bob?
Yeah, there's a freight elevator she doesn't know about.
What were you talking about?
Oh, nothing.
Bundling without compromise at Geico.com.
Well, happy Wednesday, 30th day of November, 2022. No more days in November after today, Gene.
Yeah, I know. I double-checked this morning. I looked on the back side of the calendar, and there was no, November the 31st.
No addendums or anything?
No addendums. No.
Okay.
Special announcements, they're out.
Did you notice the elves were out this morning in downtown El Centro?
I did not.
Yeah. Christmas decorations mysteriously appeared.
Overnight.
Yeah. Must have been the elves, huh?
Yeah, must have been. So, well, those are some big elves, too.
Yeah, and they got some big heavy-duty equipment to help them, too.
Help them out.
Yeah. It's not all magic, huh?
No, it's not. It's work.
Well, yes, and we salute the city of El Centro and the public works guys.
You're doing it.
At it again. Thank you. Okay. So what's going on around the world? Well, Facebook's parent company is being hit with a more than $250 million fine in Europe. A data leak discovered last year led to more than 500 million users having their personal information posted online. Now, Gene, don't confuse this with the gobs of personal information Facebook users post up on their own free will.
Yeah.
Yes.
I cannot believe some of the things that I've seen.
Yeah, well, why not? Here's my social security number, driver's license number.
And then they wonder.
Yeah. Oh, well. And November, it's the last day. I don't know if you are aware, but November was American Diabetes Month. Yeah. Takes place usually just after Halloween and during Thanksgiving. Yeah. So check your numbers, right?
Yes. Excuse me for a minute while I run and check my numbers.
Okay. Yeah, check them while you're running. Yeah.
Yeah, you could do that. It's really hard to make a bullseye on the finger, but...
yes. Okay. Are you ready for some birthdays?
We got birthdays. We got the big shot birthdays. We got the real people.
Okay. Big shot birthdays. And bass player Roger Glover of Deep Purple, 77. Singer, actor Mandy Patinkin is 70. And let's see. Who else has a birthday today? Oh, Billy Idol, 67. Comedian Colin Mockery, 65. Actor, director Ben Stiller, 57. Singer Clay Aiken of American Idol fame, 44. And model Chrissy Teigen is 37. Actor Christelle Khalil, 35. Actor Rebecca Rittenhouse, 34. Actor Adelaide Clemens, 33. Actor Tyler Harris, 22. Local birthdays coming up. Don't worry about a Christmas gift for the family back east because the Peanut Patch is here. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. A great variety of gift packs that you can ship anywhere in the universe to your friends and loved ones. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. You'll find homemade chocolates. You'll find fresh English toffee made from scratch. Pecan turtles made from scratch. You'll love their yogurt-covered peanuts, raisins, and almonds. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. And again, they have their own post office. They will ship anywhere. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Now, how do you get there? Well, Google the Peanut Patch in Yuma, and you'll get directions. It's easy, and you're going to love spending some time at the Peanut Patch looking around. Find them on the web, the World Wide Web, thepeanutpatch.com. That's thepeanutpatch.com. Let's celebrate today's birthdays. Happy birthday, Eliano Ramos, Robert Silva, Albert Leal, Maria Elenas, Janet Ravin, Chase Schaffner, Jose Angel Ruiz, Giselle Iniquez, Austin Keating, Lupita Rivera, Yesenia Campos, Brian Alvarez, Cristela Castro, Leo Garcia, Andy J. Rivera II, Brian Schultz, Claudia Medina, John Dar, Kaylin Benavides, Logan Valenzuela, Maria Gonzalez, Clifford Molina, and Andre Palacios. Happy birthday from KXO. Okie dokie. Just got in November, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Was that the lady that you just mentioned that does the program for
the Social Security?
No. Different Yesenia.
Huh? Different Yesenia.
All right. Just thought I'd ask.
Anyway, so what's going on? Well, let's hear it for Elon Musk, right? Yeah. More money than sense. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah, he says he will make his own smartphone if app stores ban Twitter. Yeah, sounds good, but, that's going to be one whale of an extension cord, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, those electric cars, that's what they do. You want 100-foot length or 200 feet?
Yep.
That kind of thing.
Anyway, we've got news and stuff. Are you ready? We'll check. Eli, are you ready? Eli says he's ready too.
He is ready.
Okay. We're going to jump in right now with a look at World and California news headlines brought to you by your friends in the air conditioning business. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. At least 2 people are dead, several injured in severe storms that have swept through the South. More than 20 tornadoes are confirmed. Keith Barnett, Director of Emergency Management in Elmore County, Alabama.
There's a lot of trees down. We've got reports of some homes that were damaged in the area. We got first responders that are out there going door to door, checking every house, making sure people are okay, trying to account for everybody.
Lawmakers in Washington are ready to step in to prevent a potential railroad strike. CBS's Weijia Jiang.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said the House would vote today to adopt a tentative agreement that the administration brokered back in September. 4 unions have voted against it.
The government's revised growth estimates upward for the third quarter despite higher interest rates and chronic inflation. Business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
It showed that GDP rose by an annualized rate of 2.9%.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Stormy weather moving into the northern region of the state late today and tomorrow. Pair of winter storms likely to bring rain, heavy mountain snow, and gusty winds.
The first storm arrives Wednesday night into Thursday morning and continues till Friday morning.
Courtney Carpenter with the Weather Service. The storm to hit hardest in the northern region, though Southern California is expecting moisture as well. U.S. House set to vote today on a measure that would prevent that nationwide freight rail strike set for next week. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy among those who met with President Biden at the White House Tuesday. He says the bill will likely pass, but he's not happy about it.
It's unfortunate that we're here because I know the president told us all that this was solved long before the election. And now we find ourselves in the last moments, in the last hours, asking us to rush a bill to the floor.
State Energy Commission holding a hearing about the 86-cent hike in gas prices over a 10-day period. Officials say that resulted in record profits for oil companies. 5 of them refused to show up. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning.
This winter, spread joy, not germs. As soon as you feel symptoms, test it, treat it, you can beat it. COVID medications like the Paxlovid pill can help you test negative sooner. Call a healthcare provider or the statewide COVID hotline at 833-422-4255 to find free treatment today. Again, that's 833-422-4255. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
Qatar, here we come.
Christian's travel agency has one goal.
Talk to you soon.
The world's biggest soccer tourney.
The hotel is 7 miles from the stadium. Are you serious? Did you email the transportation company?
Now he needs an Arabic interpreter on his roster.
I don't speak it either.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
It's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Quick Lane with 3 locations in the valley. Service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Wednesday morning. Union Pacific Railroad will be doing maintenance at several rail crossings in El Centro. With more on that story, here's Eli Moreno-Drew.
Rail crossing repairs. Union Pacific Railroad will be doing maintenance at several rail crossings in El Centro. Starting today, 4 street crossings will undergo maintenance over 4 days. On Wednesday, the 6th Street crossing will be closed. On Thursday, the 8th Street crossing will be closed. Work continues on Friday at the Imperial Avenue crossing, and on Saturday, the 12th Street crossing will be the work site. All railroad crossings are expected to be fully open at the end of each day. Alternate routes are recommended.
In other local news, the Imperial Valley Holiday Parade season begins Friday night. The Naval Air Facility El Centro will hold their annual holiday parade. It starts at 7 Friday evening. The Navy base invites residents to join the sailors and their families for the seasonal event. They expect about 25 floats, marching bands, a classic car club, civic agencies, local businesses, and the world-famous 501st SATAR, that's Star Wars costume group participating in the parade. I look forward to being there on Friday night. It is a fun time. Gates open at 6. Families are encouraged to bring their own chairs. Food and beverage will be available for sale. Credit or debit cards only. When arriving, be ready to present driver's license, proof of insurance. Vehicles are also subject to search at any time during their visit. KXO News Time coming up to 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers are here for you. lube oil and filter change, alignments, brakes, batteries, tune-ups, and so much more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. And now, Quick Lane has 3 locations in the Valley. In the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, at El Centro Motors, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall. Quick Lane, ready to serve.
Continuing with more local news, a burglary of a business. Eli Moreno-Drew has more on the story.
Burglary of a business. An El Centro business was burglarized sometime Sunday night or early Monday morning. A thief or thieves broke into the business in the 300 block of West State Street. The business reported that a black Jeep Liberty and a black and red Yamaha Quad were taken. Investigators are reviewing surveillance video of the crime.
Federal government offers Salton Sea funds. This offer was made on Monday. $250 million is being offered over a 4-year period. The funds will be used to assist in the environmental cleanup and restoration of the Salton Sea. The offer needs to be accepted by the Imperial Irrigation District. That could happen on Tuesday afternoon. Actually, that would have been yesterday. The directors hold a special meeting. The meeting will be in the training room on Main Street beginning at 4. Offer comes from Arizona Senator Kelly. Asked that the Department of Interior withhold all funding for the Salton Sea until California agrees to do more, such as cut more water usage to assist in the current Colorado River drought. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. At El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center at Highway 86 in Julia Drive and at the Imperial Valley Mall. Come join the Imperial Valley Master Chorale, Imperial Valley String Ensemble, high school honor choirs, and special guest soloist Esther Renee Oreo as they celebrate the holiday season with a Festival of Christmas, 7 p.m. Thursday at Christ Community Church El Centro. Admission is $15 for adults, free for youths through age 17. Tickets are available at the door. The concert sponsored by the Imperial Valley Choral Society. And it's page 2 of the local news with weather, all brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
Continuing with more local news this morning, this is the first update made following the Thanksgiving holiday weekend for COVID cases. Here's Eli Moreno-Drew.
COVID cases increasing. It is the first update following the Thanksgiving holiday weekend. The numbers are provided by the County Public Health Department. According to the new numbers, there are currently 386 active cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County. That is up from the 355 cases reported last week. Health officials said to expect surges during the holidays. They said the holidays are family celebrations conducive to the spread of the COVID-19 cases. The COVID-19 tier metrics of Imperial County are currently at 17.80 new cases per day per 100,000 population, with a positivity rate of 11%. Fatalities resulting from the virus remain at 958.
In other local news, the Calipatria, the city of Calipatria, will hold a seasonal ceremony. The city has announced they will host their Christmas tree lighting. It'll be held this Friday, 6 p.m. They're inviting the community to turn out for some seasonal fun. And in other local news, a major seasonal event is just around the corner. Eli Moreno-Drew filed this story.
Festival of Christmas, it will be held Thursday evening. It is a festival of Christmas. The event is being held at Christ Community Church, 5909 West Orange in El Centro. It begins at 7 p.m. The event features the Imperial Valley Master Chorale, the Imperial Valley String Ensemble, the high school honor choir with a special guest soloist, soprano Esther Renee Rayo. There will be a Christmas chorale sing-along. Tickets are $15. Children kindergarten through 12th grade are free. Tickets are available from choir members, the Brawley and El Centro Chamber of Commerce, and they are available at the door.
You know, there in local news, a portion of Forester Road will be closed for a day. On December the 1st, that's tomorrow, Forester Road will close from Bauman Road to Andre Road from 6 till 4 p.m. County Public Works will be performing maintenance shoulder work. Motorists are asked to find an alternate route for Thursday only. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Not just at Christmas, not just when it's convenient, not just when you remember. All year long, Imperial Valley Food Bank is feeding the hungry because hunger is a year-round problem. Help the Imperial Valley Food Bank be the solution. Visit ivfoodbank.org. Be part of the solution.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says temperatures will moderate back towards normal the next several days as dry weather continues. A series of weather disturbances arrive into the southwest over the weekend and early next week, resulting in increased cloudiness and a localized chance for showers. A return to drier and cooler weather is the most likely outcome early next week. 70, our high yesterday, 45 the overnight low, partly sunny, then gradually becoming sunny today with a high near 70, southwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 43, west wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming east after midnight. Thursday, mostly sunny with a high near 68, west wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming southeast. And right now, downtown El Centro, we are looking at a delightful 46 degrees, 61% relative humidity, wind out of the west at 3 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
Now that the hot summer's behind us, the weather forecast for the Imperial Valley is sunny and painting. That's right, painting. Get your painting project in high gear with Benjamin Moore Paint. Available only at your neighborhood Ace Hardware convenience store. When you want the best, it's Benjamin Moore from Ace. Pro results start with quality brands. Ace Hardware, 3 handy locations, all of them locally owned too. El Centro, Brawley, and Hopeville.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Well, the big match, Christian Pulisic assured his U.S. teammates he'd be ready for the match Saturday against the Netherlands. After picking up an injury in his team's Group B win over Iran yesterday, the U.S. bested Iran 1-0. Pulisic says he'll be on the pitch after being involved in a hard collision with Iran keeper Alireza Birenvand shortly before halftime, as he tapped in a headed cross from Sergino Dest, put the U.S. up 1-0, and earn a spot for the Americans in the knockout round. And college football, it's Georgia, Michigan, TCU, and USC, all poised to make the college football playoffs with wins in their conference championship games this weekend. There was no change at the top. Georgia, 12-0, number 1, but Michigan beat Ohio State Saturday and jumped a spot to number 2. TCU also moved up one spot to number 3. USC made its first appearance in the top 4 after the Buckeyes and LSU lost.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
Well, let's go to round ball in basketball NBA action. It was the Knicks beating up on the Pistons, 140-110. Meanwhile, Mavericks got by the Warriors, 116-113. And the Clippers topped the Blazers, 118-112. In baseball, the Toronto Blue Jays have hired Don Mattingly as their bench coach. Mattingly, former Major League Baseball MVP, also Manager of the Year, will join the Blue Jays on the bench. And in other news around the world of sports, Bills pass rusher Von Miller said last night that he did suffer some lateral meniscus damage to his knee. I can relate, but he hopes to be back before Buffalo's game against the Jets on December 11th. Yeah, you can. And that's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. They also offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro. Well, the U.S. economy's growth was stronger than expected in the third quarter. According to the latest gross domestic product report, it showed GDP rose by an annualized rate of 2.9%. That's an improvement from the initial government reading in October that showed 2.6% growth in economic activity, and better than the Refinitiv forecast of 2.7%. And it's a marked turnaround from economic contractions of 1.6% in the first quarter of the year and 0.6% in the second. The better-than-expected growth came as consumer spending increased more than in the government's previous reading. While the value of imports was revised down, imports are subtracted from GDP, which is the broad measure of economic activity within the country. And in other news, well, China says they're going to punish internet users for liking posts about the crackdown after zero COVID protests. China's internet watchdog is stepping up its regulation of cyberspace as authorities intensify their crackdown on online dissent amid growing public anger against the country's stringent COVID restrictions. The new rules come into force from December 15th as part of a new set of guidelines published by the Cyberspace Administration of China earlier this month. The CAC operates under the Central Cyberspace Affairs Commission, chaired by the leader. Who else? Well, let's take a look at the markets right now. Stocks, hovering, can't make up their mind. The Dow right now off 207 points at 33,641. The S&P 500 down 12 at 39.45. The NASDAQ up almost 10 points at 10,993. Gold up $1.60 an ounce. Oil up $2.29 a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Look for partly sunny skies today, then gradually becoming sunny with a high near 70. Southwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 43. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming east after midnight. Thursday, mostly sunny with a high near 68. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming southeast. 48 degrees downtown El Centro, 62% relative humidity, wind out of the west at about 3 miles an hour. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro. They also offer live scan fingerprinting to the public.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
They have great weekday specials.
I like the friendly environment, the friendly staff, the cold beer, and the best wings in town.
Burgers and Beer, what I like about Burgers and Beer, the menu, everything on the menu is great. I'm working my way through the menu. My favorite thing right now is the grilled tuna chipotle sandwich. That's what I had yesterday, and it was delicious.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
I'm Steve Kathan. Deadly storms have rolled through parts of the South. More than 20 tornadoes reported. CBS's Jim Crisula.
2 people were killed when a tree fell on their home outside Montgomery, Alabama. Several people were hurt, and there's widespread damage from Louisiana to Georgia. Keith Barnett is Emergency Management Director in hard-hit Elmore County, Alabama.
We've got a lot of first responders that are out there, a lot of our utility guys, a lot of public works folks that are out there hard-working in the rain, still raining and lightning out there.
Tens of thousands are without power. The storms have also led to flash flooding across the South and Southeast.
Well, some in President Biden's own party are taking issue with his move to ask Congress to step in to head off a possible rail strike, as we hear from White House correspondent Weijia Jiang.
I asked Majority Leader Schumer whether he thought he had the votes in the Senate to pass this, and he didn't say yes. He's working on it. He'll see. But right now, the Progressive Caucus is unhappy. They are saying it's basically taking away the right to strike from these rail workers.
House action on a bill is expected later today. Indiana's Attorney General is asking a medical board to penalize a doctor who spoke about providing an abortion for a 10-year-old Ohio rape victim. The leader of the Oath Keepers militia group faces a possibly long prison term after his Capitol attack conviction. CBS's Scott McFarland.
A conviction for seditious conspiracy isn't just rare. The Department of Justice hasn't won one in nearly 30 years. And several other accused far-right group members face trial of that same charge in the coming weeks. One of those trials will likely be underway here January 6, 2023.
At a NATO summit in Romania, Secretary of State Blinken accused Vladimir Putin of focusing his, quote, fire and ire on Ukraine's civilian population, and warned a strategy of targeting infrastructure would not divide Ukraine's supporters.
Heat, water, electricity for children, for the elderly, for the sick. These are President Putin's new targets. This brutalization of Ukraine's people is barbaric.
In Britain, when Prince Harry told of security fears for his wife, some cast doubts. Now, some new information.
In his last interview as the number 2 at Scotland Yard, Neil Basu has revealed that Meghan received what he calls disgusting and very real threats while a working royal. Basu's duties included overseeing royal protection, and he says the Duchess of Sussex faced genuine threats from the far right, for which several suspects were prosecuted. Vicky Barker, CBS News, London.
Wall Street, the Dow is down 200 points. This is CBS News.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Visit libertymutual.com to learn more.
Mornings were made for better things than rheumatoid arthritis or RA. Xeljanz tofacitinib is a pill for adults with moderate to severe RA when tumor necrosis factor blockers did not work well or could not be tolerated. Xeljanz can help relieve joint pain, swelling, and help stop further joint damage. Xeljanz can lower your ability to fight infections. Don't start if you have one. Before and during treatment, your doctor should check for infections like TB and do blood tests. Serious, sometimes fatal infections, cancers including lymphoma and lung, blood clots, serious heart-related events, tears in the stomach or intestines, and allergic reactions have happened. People 50 and older with heart disease risk factors have an increased risk of death. Tell your doctor if you've had hepatitis B or C, have flu-like symptoms, are prone to infections, or have ever had a heart attack, stroke, clot, or other heart problems, or swelling of lips, tongue, throat, or hives. Ask your doctor about prescription Xeljanz. Visit Xeljanz.com or call 1-844-XELJANZ.
For now, the eruption at Hawaii's Mauna Loa volcano is a sight for spectators. But as CBS's Jonathan Vigliotti reports, residents closest to it are concerned.
The lava's movement is about 6 miles from Saddle Road, connecting the east and west sides of the island.
It could just as easily shift and start another flow as well. And we'll just watch it very, very carefully.
The state health department says the eruption could cause ash and sulfur dioxide to negatively impact air quality across the state. Kilauea, a smaller, more active volcano, erupted in 2018, destroying hundreds of homes on the island.
This is a rare time where we have 2 eruptions happening simultaneously. To the people of Hawaii, this is a very sacred event.
Matthew McConaughey, Mila Kunis, Jennifer Hudson, and Quinta Brunson, creator and star of TV's Abbott Elementary, have been named People Magazine's 2022 People of the Year. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
He's a radio announcer here, isn't he?
AM 1230.
Yeah, that's right. Have you heard his morning show, Wake Up with Phlegm?
KXO.